and fall here and enter the choir. So we'll do this again with both of the strats, so you can kind of compare them and see which one is better. And of course, just work it out for yourself, which one feels better for you and whatever you like. So there I grabbed the door and I got pushed back and I grabbed the door right in time before I was unable to reach it. Alright, so again, now with the YOLO jumps. So as you can see, that's slightly faster, and you can easily avoid the damage by doing that instead of the other strat. And if you're like comfortable with strafe jumping, that is really easy to perform. Alright, so this room is just running straight forward. But here you might wanna like jump down the stairs, but don't like jump as high as you can, because that way you will hit your head to the roof and you will end up losing speed. So just carefully jump here and try to not hit your head on top of them or the ceiling. Alright, choir is sometimes it can be kind of a hard section of the game, but after you get used to it, it's really not that hard. So what you want to do here is start running to the left. You can gain a bit of a boost off these corners, so you can try to get that, but it's not necessary. It only boosts you a bit. Then run to this door. If you're low on HP and you feel like you would need a latinum, there is a latinum on the right here in this corner. You pick that one up. I usually pick that one up just for safety. And then you run into this corner, and here is a trigger. If I'm gonna warn you, this is gonna be a jump scare, so if you walk over this corner, it will trigger the jump scare here. So, and that will cause you to lose your sanity a bit, so you might want to look out for that. So instead of walking over here, you just run up this and jump over there, so you'll avoid the trigger. After that, you head back out here and you jump down here, and this is a death warp where when I die, I will end up at the door where I started from. So after I'm dead, I will start running to the left again after I spawn, I mean. And I'll come up to this pillar that has the pipe right next to it. You can, like, when you're here at the door, you'll just look at this pipe that's going around, and where you see this, it is going to be the next pillar on the right. So you run up to this pillar and run towards it by holding sprint and shift and W again, and then you'll just spam jump again and land on this pipe. So again, run towards it, jump again, and you will move slightly to the right so you will land on this pipe. Alright. After you're on this pipe, start running forward and run along this pipe. And when you meet this torch here, you want to fall to the right and try to fall here and run around that. And yeah, then just start running forward. Hello, Daleth and Icy Kittens. Welcome to the stream. Then, oh yeah, thank you for the raid, Kittens. You want to walk to this door, or run through this, and there's a orb piece here on the right side of the cow. Then you want to turn around and run back, and before the second pillar on the left side, you want to turn to the left, and you'll see this pillar that has fallen here. Then this is kind of a tricky jump. Even though it looks really easy, it is kind of tricky because the platform is like sort of slippery. So you want to run here and jump on top of this pillar and just jump on the other side. Then you want to run to this pillar, the second pillar, counting from that door, and you can see that there is a monster spawn there. You want to come into this corner, jump over that pillar or corner, and then you'll see this pillar here. You want to run towards it, wiggle your mouse a bit again, avoid that, avoid getting pushed to the other side of the pillar, because that'll happen. Alright, so again, from the... oh, right. Alright. So, again, jump on this pillar, fall to the other side, the second pillar, counting from that door, jump over the corner, run towards this pillar here, wiggle your mouse a bit, and you will clip through that to the other side of the wall. Then, after you've clipped through, you want to turn around and you'll see this wall, but you can just walk through it because there is no wall. After that, you want to jump to the right. So here's the wall we came through. So you want to jump to the right next to this door frame. And this is another tricky boost. And you might want to be careful here, because if you sprint towards the door frame, you'll see that you can easily clip through it. So you want to walk towards it, and spamming jump, you will boost yourself up on top of this. I took a lot of damage, and that's something you want to avoid, but I'm going to be using a death warp after this again, so I'm not sure if that actually matters. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this jump with this low amount of HP, but I'm going to try to. Alright, so you walk here. There's a safe way of doing this. You can just fall on that and then jump, or you can just jump from here and land on this edge of the platform. Then grab this and fall down to your death. Alright. And now I will show that again in full speed and how I would do it on a run. So, start walking to the left. Run past these pillars, turn to the left, and you'll see this door. Go through the door. Remember, there's the latinum on the right side that you can pick up. Then try to avoid the jump scare trigger there. Jump around. Turn to the left and use the death warp. Here, start running to the left. Run to the pillar, that's the first one after the pillar or the pipe turns to the right. Run towards it. Jump to boost yourself up, and then hit D or move to the right a bit so you land on the pipe. Then run along the pipe until you reach the torch that blocks your way, which is right here. Then you want to fall down here, and there I got it the good way, where I just get pushed into this direction. Run to this door, and on the right side of the cow there's the orb piece you want to pick up. Then for the second pillar after the door, you want to walk from the left side of it, jump on that pillar, which I failed. As you can see, it's not as hard or it's not as easy as it looks. Of course it's not like hard, but the platform is kind of slippery, so you can easily fail that. So we'll load the save here. Jump on the pillar. Fall to the other side. The second pillar, counting from that door. Jump over the corner. There's this pillar, turn around, clip through the pillar, turn around again, and just run through that wall. Then jump to the right, the door frame. Watch out to not get, like, pushed through the door frame, and boost yourself up on top of this. Then just run here and jump and land on this edge. That jump is really risky, so you might want to practice that a lot. Here you will fall for like 15 seconds and you will die, and of course coincidentally you will end up at the door where we started from, so we just need to turn around and click on the door. And now we're in the choir entrance again, so you just jump through, jump up these stairs, and run, and you're in the nave. This is kind of a tricky trick, or tricky glitch. So you run to this room on the right, you pick up this latinum, take the chair, place it here next to the pillar. This strat was also found by Mr. Weebles. So then you want to run towards this pipe and just jump a few times, and you'll boost yourself up on top of this pillar or this pipe. Then you want to jump over that gap over there and be on this pipe, or the same pipe, but you just need to get past that pillar that's over there holding the pipe. then you will jump on this. There's this little black dot on the pillar. So you want to look at that, start spamming jump, move backward and forward, and you should clip through. You can hit control here as well, or crouch. And lately I've had so hard time with this. And assuming that I'm still having a really hard time with this, I've just gone for another strat here lately, which is a bit faster, but it's really risky, and I haven't found a consistent way of performing it. But yeah, you just want to not do this. Instead, you will jump on this pillar, or this pipe, jump on the pillar, and just move forward and backwards and spam jump, and eventually you will clip through that and end up on top of this roof. Then just run here next to this wall, and I usually do it here, but you can also do it in any other spot of this wall. Just jump towards it and try spam jump, and if you get the hold of the corner or the wall, you can just boost yourself on top of this by spamming jump. Then you just want to jump over this wall, and again, here's an invisible wall. You can just run through it, run forward on top of this room, then jump on this door frame and fall down here to avoid some damage you would take there. Alright, and now I will show that how I would do it on a run. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, never mind. So, run to the right, pick up the ladder, pick up the chair, place the chair here next to this pillar, jump on the chair, boost yourself on top of this pipe, jump over the gap, and jump, spam jump, and move forward and backwards, and eventually it'll clip through. And then just run to this wall, jump, and spam jump, and you should end up on this roof. Then just jump over this again, walk through this invisible wall, fall down here, jump on the door frame and fall down here, and enter the transept. Alright, and here you don't want to walk straight forward, because that'll trigger a flashback. Instead, we will go around the trigger, so we'll run into this and jump on the pipe just by spamming jump again, and then fall down here, grab the door, open it, and you can just walk through there. Run through this corridor. There is a orb piece here, pick that one up, turn around, run back, then run to the right, open the door, and here is a flashback that we cannot skip. And now we will walk towards the door.
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
And there is a orb piece under that potato bag, right next to that pillar. You will pick that one up. Then you will go back again.
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Then turn to the right, where you can see another door. Run here. Go through the door. Open another door, and then you'll see a closet. Open the closet, and there is the last orb piece we need to pick up. Then run out the door again. And this time it is faster to just trigger the flashback instead of going around it, because otherwise we would need to go around all the way there and skip the flashback trigger. So it is faster to just trigger it. And since we are going this way, some part of the flashback will play during a loading screen, so it won't lose us as much time.
This one.
Alright, so we'll go through transept again, as I would do it on a run. So, don't walk forward, turn to the right and boost yourself on top of this pipe by just spamming jump. Open this door, turn to the right, run through this corridor. Pick up the orb piece. Run back. And here the flashback will trigger.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't
Walk
pay
into
his
this
lies
room.
any
On the
attention.
right there is the potato bag. Move it and pick up the orb.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Then walk to the right to the door. And get the last orb piece out of this closet that's on the right. And now you will trigger the flashback and just hit the door, and you're done with the transept. Alright, so here, what you want to do is, I think there's two ways of doing this, but I haven't tried the other one, and it's losing you a lot of time, so I wouldn't even bother with that. So what you want to do is, the first pillar on the left side, you will just want to run towards that and jump and wiggle your mouse, and you will end up clipping through it. So there is really not
This one.
good way of doing this. I just do it like this, that I run towards the wall, jump like around, I would say, like wait 1 second after landing and then jumping again, and then you just clip through it. And yeah, there's not really much to explain about this. Just run towards the wall, wiggle your mouse, and jump. There we go. Alright, so then, after you've clipped through, you just want to walk, run here, and you want to boost yourself up on top of this roof. So that's probably the easiest way of doing it. Just go near the corner, hold a W and D, and just spam jump again, as usual, and you will be on top of this. Because I took heavy damage falling down. To show that boost again, I will do this again.
This one, prepare.
So, just wiggle your mouse, jump, but you don't want to be jumping too fast, like you don't want to be jumping too often, because that way you will not get the chance to clip through. Alright, there. And then boost yourself on top. And here, you can just fall down there, or you can try to jump over this and try to boost yourself, or just go through this wall like this. That might damage you a lot, but it'll save some time, I think,
This one.
if you get it fast enough. So again, just wiggle your mouse and jump. This Nave 3 is a really short section, so I'm gonna just and as you can see, this sometimes it might be a little random whether you get it or not, but you will get it eventually. Alright, and then boost yourself up here. And if you just fall down here, you can just walk through this corner here. And then just run to the door. Alright, now we're in the chancel. So earlier we picked up the orbs, which will trigger a special event in the chancel. If we would have come here before, there would be just a few monsters walking in there. But now that we picked up the orb, it'll trigger a special event where 3 servant grunts will take us to a cell. So now we will just run up these stairs, open the door, and run out here and run back in, and there's a death trigger which will kill us faster than running into the servant grunts and have them hit us. So you just, instead of getting killed by the servant grunts, you will just grab the death trigger. And you need to walk out from the door a bit, or otherwise the death trigger won't be there. So you need to like run outside of the door until you can see the servant grunts, and then turn around and grab the trigger. So I will do that again, just to show you guys. So jump up these stairs. There will be a little slowdown here. Open the door. Wait until you see the servant grunts and run back. And you will be dead. Or not dead. They will take you into the cells. So, alright. Now we're in the cells. This is pretty straightforward section again. So you want to just start crawling forward towards the door. And you can see this pipe here, or this, yeah.
I'm not sure what to
You want to wiggle that around until it falls and grab it. After you've grabbed it, just jump through this window or this little hole and then just run to this and use this to push a rusty key out. And as you can see, this door is locked, but with the rusty key we will open it. And now we just need to run through this. Here you will jump into this corner and grab the door between the pillar and the wall and pull the door open, and that way it'll throw the pillar and the rocks out of the way without you needing to touch them. So like this. You don't need to touch the pillars or the rocks, you can just pull that out. Here you want to run to the right because you're already on the right wall. So run to the right and you'll hear the rocks falling down, and then turn to the left and run around this way. And here it doesn't matter, it'll always be the side you run to. So if you run to the left first, the left side of the corridors will collapse and you need to go around the right side. And if you run to the right, the right side will collapse and you need to go around. So you just grab the right trigger and then you run to the left. Here you can run along the wall, spam jump, and you will get past this water part a bit faster. But you might want to be careful, because if you spam jump too hard again, you might get a really hard boost and you might take damage. So alright, that's the end of cells, but I will show it again like I would do it on a run. So just start crawling forward towards the monster, the servant grunt. Then start holding D as you start looking at the wall. Grab the iron bar until it falls, pick it up, jump through the window, use the iron bar into the hole, pull it or turn it and grab the key, open the door, and just run through here. This is one of those things again where you just need to watch this a couple of times. Grab the door between the wall and the pillar to save some time. Run to the right side and turn to the left. And again, you want to take these turns like as tight as you can to save time. Now turn to the left again and just jump up the stairs. Alright, so now we're in the nave 4. This nave doesn't really have any tricks other than the trick we already performed earlier, which is the wall climb. So this is the room where we ended up after the sewers part. So we just go through this door, run over this, run under that pillar. Now we're on this pillar again, and now we'll just fall on top of this ledge, and on this, and now on this. And try to avoid all the damage you can, because, yeah, there is going to be a clip that requires you to have at least half health or you cannot get it. So you really want to save health since you're getting closer to the end of the run. So you jump over this wall, open these doors, run under that. You're on this pillar again, fall down here, and down here. So that's not really different from the wall climb we did earlier. So now is the first time we enter here where Agrippa is. On the normal playthrough we would saw his head off, but now we don't need to do it since we trigger we enter the choir earlier and also the transept before we come into this room. If we would be on the normal playthrough, we would need to open up these two doors. That is the nave, and that is the choir. Wait, am I right? Am I right? Yes, that is the choir and that is the transept. So now we come here and we run through this and enter the chancel the second time. After we've entered this chancel, we will jump up the stairs again and run through this door. Oh, and I forgot to say that that Nave 4 is just another one of those parts that you just need to watch through it a couple of times to learn the route. There's no tricks besides the wall climb that we already performed earlier in the run. Alright, we just want to run through this bridge, straightforward. And here's going to be probably the easiest out of bounds clip in the game. So after you enter the door, you see this pillar here. You want to walk right next to it and you will clip through. There's nothing to it. You just run at the wall and you will clip through it. So here, after you've clipped through the wall, you want to just jump on this thing and jump on the ledge of it. Aim at this corner here, sprint at it, and spam jump, and you will end up on the roof. Then you want to jump on this roof and just jump here to a jump over this. It is really easy to fail this, so just if you fail it, you will just fall down there and you can just boost yourself up on top of that again. But I will do this again. So here you want to just jump around this as in any of the other strafe jumps we performed before. So now I will show chancel again. So pretty straightforward. Again, just jump up the stairs, open the door. You don't need to worry about that route, but you might get hit by these red goos around the place, so look out for that. You might want to avoid them. So again, just run towards this wall and you will clip through. Jump on this ledge, aim at that again, jump towards the wall and spam jump. Now run towards this again and spam jump, and you will end up here. And now the jump. If you fail it, you will just end up down here, and you can just run towards this and spam jump to get on top of it again, but that'll lose you some time, so just try to jump over the wall. That's again one of the things you just need to practice, and don't get don't be discouraged if you don't get it, because it is kind of a hard jump and I still don't get it like every time, so don't worry if you can't get it on the first try, even though it seems really easy, but it is really easy to fail it as well. So again, just jump around this, not like that. Alright, the chancel again, since I failed that, jump up the stairs, run through this door. Try to avoid these pink goo things on the ground, because you might take heavy damage from them. Again, run through this door. You see the wall, just run through it. Then jump on this ledge again. Aim at that. Run towards the wall. Not like that though. Stand on the ledge, aim at that, run through the wall, towards the wall, and that happens sometimes. You get a really heavy boost from that, and you might end up landing on top of here, which is great, because that'll save you the time of boosting yourself on top of this. Then just run forward, jump on this, and then strafe around this. And enter the inner sanctum, which is the second last room, or the area of the game. Jump down the stairs again, be careful not to hit your head to the ceiling. Alright, and here, grab this lever, pull it down so the door will close. If you get this clip fast that I'm about to show you, you don't need to close that, but I would just close it anyways, just to be sure, just to be safe. And now you want to use all your latinum that you have, in case you have any latinum left, and then you just want to run at this wall and wiggle your mouse a bit, and you will clip through that. So again, jump down the stairs, really low jumps so you won't hit your head. Grab the lever, use all the latinum if you have any, and just wiggle your mouse and you will clip through that. And then entering the orb chamber, which is the last room of the game, last area. So here you see Alexander, the guy we've been chasing this whole journey, and basically you just want to pull down these and I would recommend doing them in this order as I did them in. And the run ends when Alexander says the words "No, you fool." So that's when you stop your timer. Alright, so I will show that again, even though it's really not that hard. Just to show you guys. So, Walrus found out that the best way is to stand under this pillar when you start to pull it towards you, so you will make it to this pillar before you get the slowdown from making that pillar fall on the left. So then you just pull that down and jump to this, or run to this, and there. You can also clip him out of bounds after this. You can just jump into this corner and jump here, and you might get you might clip out of bounds.
My greatest triumph, and I never looked back.
And then this is the ending.
You think I was afraid, fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary.
This is just the ending before the credits, and this is like about the lore of the game, like the story. And you can clip through that while like just walking at it.
There's no denying the things I've done.
So
I paid my tribute.
this
I gave
was my tutorial for Amnesia: The Dark Descent any percent speedrun. I really hope you guys find this helpful, and also if you have any questions about the run, feel free to add me on Steam, PM me on Twitch, or tweet me on Twitter, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you around.